Am I the a-hole for feeling that my husband's female best friend is too close? Let's get into this story. I, 28F, have been married to my husband, 30M, for about 2 years, and he has this best friend. Let's call her Chance. They have been friends since they were young, and I totally get their bond and everything. But there's just this one issue. Chance's behavior is starting to feel a little too much. For example, she always insists on sitting next to him when we're at gatherings or out to dinner. She'll casually drape her arm around his shoulder and always lean in close to talk to him. And honestly, it feels really inappropriate. Then do not get me started on the constant text and call. She'll text him late at night with things that don't seem really relevant at the moment, like memes or just random thoughts. The final straw was last weekend. We were hosting a small get-together at our house. And of course, Chance had to make a comment saying my husband would have married her if they'd met at a different time. She laughed it off as a joke, but it felt nothing like that. It felt way more than a joke. I've brought this up to my husband before, and he just says that's just the way Chance is, and I should just trust him. I mean, I do trust him, but I feel like Chance doesn't respect me. She doesn't respect the boundaries of our marriage. When I tried to gently confront her about it, she rolled her eyes and called me jealous. Now my husband thinks I'm making something out of nothing, and Chance is still acting the same way. So, am I the a-hole for thinking that their dynamic is strange? Wow, this is crazy. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit my sister's kids while she finds herself? Let's get into this. My sister decided she needed a soul-searching vacation for 2 weeks and asked me to watch her 3 kids, all under 6. Now, I work full-time and I told her I could not take on that responsibility. She called me selfish and told me that family should always help each other. When I refused again, she left a nasty text in the family group chat saying I'm the reason she's so burnt out. My mom said I should step up, but I feel like it's unfair to expect this from me. So, am I the a-hole for saying no?
Am I the a-hole for lashing out after nobody told me that my dog died? Let's get into this. Around 2 days ago, my dog passed away. He had always been really sick, but at 14, he passed away peacefully. At the time, I was at school and nobody told me. I was at a friend's house and I came home from school today and noticed the house was empty. I asked my mom about this and she told me, oh yeah, Bruno, my dog, passed away a few days ago. I was extremely taken aback as I didn't know, and I felt like I should have known. I asked her why she didn't tell me, and she said that I was too busy with my friends. She could have easily called me and told me what happened. To give better context, I have been diagnosed with autism, and my GP says that most likely I may have some anger issues. So I immediately began shouting at my mom and telling her how I feel. But she called me a brat and told me I shouldn't have gone to my friends in the first place. However, I didn't expect my dog to die. So, am I the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole for not giving my neighbor's kid a birthday gift? Let's get into this. My 30am neighbor's son turned 5 and they had a birthday party. Okay, everybody loves birthday parties and I'm friendly with all the parents. They invited me to the party, so I was okay with coming to wish their kid a happy birthday. But when I showed up, I didn't bring a gift. And the parents immediately gave me a weird look. Now, the party's going okay, everybody's happy. I'm the only one feeling a little uncomfortable with that whole exchange. A little later, they come to me and they ask me if I could help cover the cost of some of the party since I did not bring a gift. I told him that I was not comfortable with this, as I was not really close to the child anyways. They got really offended and said that I was a horrible neighbor, and as a neighbor, it's expected to either bring a gift or try to cover some of the expense of the party. Now, I have never heard of this rule, so I'm just here left wondering, was I wrong to not give a gift or contribute to the party? Am I the a-hole for doing this?
Am I the a-hole for telling my friend she's too sensitive after she accused me of stealing her style? Let's get into this. My friend, let's call her Sarah, 25F, has always been really super into fashion. Recently I, 19F, started dressing up more and even bought a jacket that she owned because I liked the way it looked on her. She got upset and said I'm copying her vibe. I told her it was just a jacket and she should take it as a compliment. She called me obsessive and told me I was weird for imitating her. I got frustrated and told her she was being way too sensitive over something so small. Now she's barely talking to me and all our mutual friends think I crossed the line. So, am I the a-hole for not taking her feelings seriously? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below.
This is insane. Am I the a-hole for serving my sister real meat at a family dinner? Let's get into this. My sister is a hardcore vegan and often lectures my family about it. At a recent family dinner I hosted, I made what I called a plant-based dish specifically for her. However, I used real meat in the recipe and didn't tell her. She ate it and said it was the best vegan meal she had ever tasted. Oh, girl, you crazy. A little while later, during the cleanup, I accidentally let it slip out that the meal was not vegan. And she totally lost it. She was furious, calling me a liar and a bad person. She called me deceitful and accused me of violating her beliefs. I think she overreacted because it was just one meal and I didn't mean any harm. Some of my family members think I went too far, while some believe that she deserved it for being so pushy on her veganism. So, am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for telling my friend her husband made me uncomfortable? Let's get into this video. My best friend's husband has always been overly friendly, hugging too long, standing too close, and making comments about my appearance. At a recent gathering, he came up to me and joked that I clean up nicely whilst giving me a once over. I finally told my friend that her husband made me extremely uncomfortable. She got defensive and told me that her husband is just friendly and I'm overreacting. Now she's really distant and I'm wondering if I lost a friend. So, I'm just thinking if I should have kept quiet. Am I the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole for telling my friends it's not my problem that they can't afford things? Let's get into this. I, 33M, have a group of friends that I've known since high school. Most of them skipped further education and worked in trades, factories, or part-time jobs, whilst I went to university and worked long hours to build my career. I made sacrifices, waking up at 5 a.m., working hard and studying late into the night. Over time, I earned a good salary and recently built my own home. So now, last week, I invited my friends over to share my achievements. But instead of being happy for me, they made comments about how lucky I was and how I just sat around and made money. After years of hearing these remarks, I finally snapped, saying it's not my fault they didn't work hard and can't afford things. Some friends left quietly, and now our group chat is very quiet. So with holiday plans in the air, I'm debating whether to apologize to keep the peace or wait for them to apologize for their comments. So, do you think that I am the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole because I don't want my husband to go overseas to see his parents? Let's get into this video. I'm currently 31 weeks pregnant and my husband wants to travel overseas to see his parents for 10 days. While I understand his desire to see them, they were planning on visiting us after the baby was born. During my first pregnancy, he missed the entire experience and due date due to pandemic restrictions. And I really feel like he should prioritize staying with me without me having to ask. Even his mom told him not to come, but he still insists. So, am I the a-hole for wanting him to stay?
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. Am I the a-hole for refusing to supervise another mom's bratty kid? Let's get into this. My 13-year-old plays soccer, and one of the moms on the team often leaves her younger daughter, Mary, about 7-8, with other parents when she needs a break. She never asks. She just assumes someone will watch her. So last weekend, Mary was left next to me while her mom walked away. Mary ran onto the field, got trampled, and her mom came back furious at me for not watching her. I told her I was not responsible for her kid and was also already all touched out from dealing with my own little ones, 2 and 11 months. She's upset and thinks that I should have supervised because our older boys are teammates. So tell me, am I the a-hole? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below.
Am I the a-hole for telling my sister her career is a joke? Gosh, let's get into this. My sister recently quit her stable job to become a full-time influencer. She constantly tells my friends and family to like, comment, and share her posts. At one point, she even expected us all to buy her merch. Now, I don't believe that her content gets much traction, so I would not expect that she would be making money from this. But a few days ago at a family dinner, she kept bragging about being her own boss, and I just lost it. I told her that filming herself trying on clothes is not a career, and she should try to get a real job. She stormed out, and my family keeps telling me that I'm unsupportive. Am I the a-hole for speaking my mind?
Am I the a-hole for stopping my mom's access to my Prime Video account over piracy? Let's get into this. Now, I share my Amazon Prime account with my mom, my sister, and her fiance free of charge. Recently, my mom bought a hacked Fire TV stick that lets her access pirated content, including shaky phone recorded movies still in theaters. As a self-published author, I'm strongly against piracy as it directly impacts creators like me. I told her not to buy it, but she blatantly ignored me, saying she'd rather watch pirated movies at home than wait for the digital release. Frustrated, I changed my password, arguing that she didn't need my account since she was just watching pirated movies. My mom was upset, saying I should let her use my account because she was my mom and she couldn't afford it. Despite that, she had just spent $10,000 on a car. She eventually got rid of the stick, but now she's demanding access once again. I'm torn because her attitude really bothers me. So, am I the a-hole? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. Am I the a-hole for not letting my roommate borrow my car after she crashed hers? Let's get into this video. So my roommate, 26F, crashed her car recently. She's been stressed out about it and asked if she could borrow my car whilst hers is getting fixed. I told her no. I'm not exactly attached to my car, but it's my only mode of transportation, and also I'm not really comfortable borrowing her my car after she just admitted that she's kind of accident prone. She was upset, saying I was unfair and selfish, and we've been in kind of a cold war ever since. But now our mutual friends say I should have been more understanding and helpful, but honestly I just didn't feel like it was a good idea. So, am I the a-hole for refusing her to lend my car? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. Oh boy, this one is a good one for you. Let's get into this video. Am I the a-hole for asking my friend to leave because she wore white to my wedding? So I, 26F, got married recently and everything was going perfectly until my friend 27F showed up in a white dress. I'm talking full on lace gown and everything. I pulled her aside and calmly told her she could not wear white to my wedding. She got really upset and said she didn't know what the big deal was and that the dress was just pretty. When I explained that it was a big deal to me and she needed to change, she refused, got angry, and said I was just being too controlling. Eventually, I had to ask her to leave my wedding. Now, my friends are saying that I overreacted and should have just let it slide. But to be honest, I found that it was just plain on disrespectful. So, am I the a-hole? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. Am I the a-hole for refusing to switch seats with someone so a family could sit together? Let's get into this video. I, 28F, was flying home for the holidays and had booked a window seat well in advance. When I boarded, a family of three, mom, dad, and a kid, asked if one of them could switch seats with me so they could all sit together. Now, I know it's a family and all, but here's the thing. I had specifically picked the window seat for a reason. I travel often and I need that view to relax, especially during long flights. I politely declined and told them I was fine where I was. The dad was kind of upset and called me selfish and said it was just a seat and I could easily move. I tried to keep my cool, but I honestly thought that I didn't owe them my seat. The rest of the flight was really awkward with the parents muttering and saying uncomfortable things behind my back, but now I'm left here thinking, did I overreact or was I right to stand my ground? Am I the a-hole for refusing to switch? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below.
Am I the a-hole for not letting my best friend propose at my wedding? Come on. What is this? Okay. I'm 27 and I'm getting married in a few weeks. And my best friend, 28M, asked if he could propose to his girlfriend at my wedding. He said it would be the perfect moment and everyone would be excited for that. I told him no, because it's my special day and the attention should not shift to him. He was a bit upset and agreed to my terms. Or so I thought. At the reception, he tried to grab the mic. Whoa, buddy, around there is crazy. The mic and make a speech. However, I quickly interrupted him, thinking he was about to propose. He didn't take it very well and stormed off. Now he's mad at me, and some of our mutual friends say I was too controlling for not letting him propose. So, am I the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole for telling my coworker his fun fact wasn't actually fun? Let's get into this video. So we're in this meeting and our manager asks everyone to share a fun fact. It's all light-hearted stuff. I've been to 5 countries, I can juggle, whatever, things like that. But then my coworker, who I don't know very well, shares their fun fact. I can guess someone's weight by just looking at them. The room goes silent. Everyone's looking at this guy uncomfortably. But then the guy proceeds to stare across the room and glance to someone and say, I can tell this girl is overweight. She has to be at least 200 pounds. Everyone looked kind of taken aback and the mood from there just kept getting awkward. Some of my other coworkers didn't say anything, but some of them laughed nervously. And I just couldn't hold back. I told them that's not fun. That's just straight out rude. Now after that confrontation, this coworker and I have not seen eye to eye. He's been avoiding me and I'm wondering if I overstepped my boundaries. Was I being too harsh? Or was that an actually messed up thing to say in the first place? Am I the a-hole? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. Now this one gets a bit interesting. Let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for walking out of my sister's wedding after she announced my pregnancy? I, 30F, found that I was pregnant a few weeks before my sister's wedding. She asked me to keep it quiet so the spotlight wouldn't shift away from her on her big day. And of course I agreed because, well, it's her wedding day. She deserves to feel special. And I wanted to respect her wishes. So, fast forward to the reception. Everything's going great, everybody's happy until my sister starts to give her speech. Out of nowhere, she announces, "Let's all congratulate my sister on her pregnancy." Everyone cheers, but I'm frozen. She follows it up with a "See, even if pregnant, she couldn't steal my thunder." I was mortified. It felt as if my pregnancy was a joke. And of course the spotlight was on me, but in the worst way possible. I quietly left the wedding, but now my family's calling me selfish, saying I made her wedding day about me. So, am I the a-hole? Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below.